Right now at 5, a request filed for a recount of the vote in the state of Wisconsin.
I want to be clear. There is no smoking gun. There is not something that we're pointing to say that this is wrong in Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. What we are saying is that there's enough peripheral evidence to warrant that our system should be investigated.
President-elect Donald Trump won Wisconsin by 27,000 votes. That's a margin of about 1%.
Now, the margin's the same in Michigan and Pennsylvania. If recounts switch electoral votes in those 3 states to Hillary Clinton, it would change the outcome of the election. We have team coverage on this story. Ben Jordan spoke with voters about the recount request. He has their reaction in just a moment.
But we're going to begin with the recount itself. Our Casey Geraldo begins our coverage. Casey.
That's right, George and Carol. The Green Party candidate and the independent candidate have now filed separately for recounts here in Wisconsin. The Green Party tells us it's not about the outcome of the election as much as protecting the integrity of the system. The Green Party's concerns aren't the ballots, but the technology used to cast them.
It cannot be hacked from the outside, but they can be manipulated from the inside. As we look at this graphic here,
the Green Party believes these numbers may show suspicious activity from Election Day.
That slim a variation could be expected to occur only once in 850 presidential elections. That's what raises the question. We need to take a look at this.
But the Election Commission says as far as they know, there's nothing to find.
We have not seen any evidence at all of tampering of voting equipment or election results.
Still, Martin feels election discrepancies tell a different story.
We're not saying that happened, but we're saying we got to take a look to make sure it didn't happen and that it can't happen in the future.
Wisconsin's Republican Party responded to the filing saying, quote, Jill Stein's decision to pursue a recount is absurd and nothing more than an expensive political stunt that undermines Wisconsin's election process. I talked with Rocky De La Fuente today. He's the independent party candidate. He believes that a recount will show that both parties have actually manipulated votes. I also reached out to the Democratic Party. They did not respond to our request today. And coming up at 6, we're talking about what comes next after the filing and what they could show. Live in Milwaukee, Casey Geraldo, today's TMJ4.
Okay, we'll keep everybody posted. Thank you, Casey.
Well, attorney Mike Mastelman explained on Live at 4 what we should expect in this recount process.
The candidates and the campaigns are going to be looking really at the voting machines to see if somehow someone was able to log in, rig in, or put some type of a software malware on it that would flip votes.
Now, word of this recount has spread quickly across the state, leaving some voters wondering if results could change the outcome of the election.
Ben Jordan joins us with reaction from local voters. Ben.
Carol, George, while the Green Party says the recount is simply meant to determine if hackers change the outcome of the election, voters on both sides tell me they believe it is a long shot to see a shift in Hillary Clinton's favor. In downtown Milwaukee, it's hard to find voters out and about who haven't heard about the election recount here in Wisconsin.
I think it's a great idea.
I appreciate the recount because I believe that Hillary Clinton should have been the president.
Cole Parlier, a Republican visiting from Illinois, also supports the Wisconsin recount to make sure the election was fair and honest.
I think anytime there's a question of integrity in our election system, it needs to be addressed.
The big concern 17 days after the election, hacking of voter machines.
It certainly is a possibility. I mean, there's hacking going on all the time with computers.
Marquette student Daniel Adset doesn't mind seeing the recount considering the Green Party is funding the efforts. But he says he's accepted the outcome of Donald Trump as president-elect.
I mean, I don't know what the other possibility would really be.
While Wisconsin is the first state in which the Green Party has filed a recount, they plan to do the same in Michigan and Pennsylvania next week. For a potential shift in the election results, votes would need to significantly swap sides in all 3 states.
I highly doubt it will change the outcome. It might have a difference of maybe 1,000 votes here or there.
And Wisconsin could now be at risk of missing a December 13th deadline to certify its 10 electoral votes if municipal clerks can't complete an expected recount by then. Live in the newsroom, Ben Jordan, today's TMJ4.
Thank you, Ben.
Now, there isn't much time to complete that recount. Wisconsin votes have to be certified by December 13th. The Electoral College meets and sends their votes to Congress December 19th. Congress counts those votes January 6th.